Hey guys, this is Ray the Messenger, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about social pressure and how you can get immune to it. Now let's get right into the video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is where social pressure actually comes from. The interesting thing with social pressure is that it comes from way back in time. So back in the day when we were all hunter and gatherers, the people had to group up. They had to be in certain groups in order for them to survive. And so the social pressure kicked in. The thing is for you, if you are in the group and you are not actually conforming to the social norm and behaving how the other people need you to behave, you might get kicked out of the group. And this means if you get kicked out of the group, you are most likely going to die. This is an issue. So you had to conform to actually all the pressure and the needs of the group. And this is the thing that social pressure is. It's just back on the time it was that way, and now it's also that way because your subconsciousness doesn't change. So you feel that pressure. You're like, okay, I need to please these people. I need to act in accordance to what these people actually want from you. And this is a big issue because when you act however the other people want you to act, you're not 100% doing what you actually need to be doing in your life. So it might be the social pressure from your parents. It might be from your friends. Oftentimes it's different social pressure in different situations and in different groups. Certain people have a certain standard and they expect you to be that way. When I have an idea how you are and how you should be, and you as my friend, and now you actually start doing some new things. Maybe you're overweight, I'm also overweight, we're both overweight, and now we go both drink every single day, and now you all of a sudden start working out, or you stop drinking. Then all of a sudden it's like I feel that fear and I see you going down the path where I see, this person is changing. And change oftentimes is a thing that's perceived as negative. People don't want you to change. They want you to be the way that you are most of the time, because that's how they remember you. That's how you are their friend, because you behave a certain way. When we both just losers, we're doing nothing in life, then of course I want you also to be a loser, because then we can hang out. If you all of a sudden get a six-pack or become crazy ripped or rich or whatever the hell, then we can't hang out anymore. And I'm afraid that I also have to get to these high standards, because people, they don't want to change. They want to stay the same. And this is where the social pressure comes from. The social pressure will be the other people looking at you and they expect something from you. And how can you get immune to it? That's the big question. How can you get immune to it? You need to start thinking for yourself. You need to start getting immune, because the issue is that since you were born, and since I also was born, especially in the Western world and also in other places in the world, you will get indoctrinated. The whole system that has been created is indoctrination. Your parents will tell you a certain thing. Your parents actually have been programmed by their parents mostly, and they will actually do whatever the hell their parents told them is the right way to do things. Most people will not go away from the things that their parents told them. They will just be the same person, just in a different version. It's very, very rarely that somebody breaks out of that social chain or breaks out of that system that's been created. So your parents believe something and they instill that belief inside of you. You have to realize that these beliefs, a lot of the beliefs that you have in your head and that also I have in my head, those are not our own beliefs. Those were beliefs that have been put in by the parents or by the social system or by even society and school. Think about it. When you go to school, what is expected from you? Okay, you sit down, shut the F up, read to whatever the hell I'm telling you. You are made to conform. You're not sitting there and having to free think. Nobody wants you to free think. What the hell are you talking about? You ask a question, you're like, what is about this thing? And they're like, you know what, shut up, do whatever I'm telling you, do your homework. So you are actually indoctrinated. Somebody tells you what to do and you do it. Now, interesting enough, if you finish school, let's say you finish high school, and then all of a sudden you're like, I need to go to college. Then you come to college, it's like, it's still the same. Show up at this time, do this exam, and then you get a grade. And I control your grade. So your life is in control of somebody else. Of course, you can do whatever the hell, but hey, you are here and I'm your boss. The professor is your boss, and they tell you what to do. And you do whatever the hell they tell you. Otherwise, you will fail the class. And when you fail the class, your life is over. This is the thing that they want you to believe. This is the system. The system is created in order to keep you in line. They want you to do whatever the hell they tell you. Okay, now, let's say you finish college. Good. Then all of a sudden from college, you get into the workforce. Now you're working for somebody else most of the time. Now you're flipping burgers somewhere or running around with shoes in your hands and putting the shoes in the right places. All of a sudden you're like, I will do whatever the hell this person's telling you. So you see the system. The social pressure has been created to put you into the system. And the first thing you need to start is deviate from that system. Get the F out of there. Get your thinking. You need to start controlling your thinking. Start controlling your thoughts. Write down. This is what I want you to do. Write down, why do I feel the pressure? Why do I care? This is the most important thing. Because if you're watching this video, there is a reason why you care. There is a reason why you care about the impression that others have of you. And in order for you to find that reason, you have to actually think about it. Ask yourself the questions, write it down. Why do I actually care? And then you will have the answers. And when you know, okay, maybe it's like in the past I needed the validation from my parents because my parents never loved me or some stuff like that. Or it can be many different things. Or maybe one time a certain teacher didn't give you the attention and you felt like, oh my god, I need to be extra polite to everybody and please everybody in order to get that attention. So oftentimes this is connected with some kind of childhood trauma, and I'm also still working on stuff like this. Remember, this is important. Write these things down and ask yourself, what can I change today? What can I do in order to improve that? I will give you some exercise what you can do in order for you to separate your thinking from the social pressure. You need to start getting more into an attitude of I don't give a fuck. This is what it is. This is also a thing that I did back in the day. Back in the day, I cared a lot about what other people were thinking about me or what I should do in my life. So I started doing things that are completely crazy and out of the norm in order for my mind to accept the reality. It doesn't matter what other people think. So maybe one time run around screaming through the city or maybe start lying down on the ground in the middle of a busy street. So this is the first step. You need to get uncomfortable. Start getting socially uncomfortable. Put yourself in a situation where other people might look at you and think you're completely crazy. Start when you're in a busy city, in a busy place, just randomly start dancing on some platform. Just randomly do it. This is the way that you need to start conditioning your mind if you've never done this. Because in order for you to get to that mental state, you cannot just transport yourself. You cannot just go from A to B. You cannot just like, oh, now I care a lot about what other people think, to, oh, I have zero care in the world. You need to take the certain steps. Start doing these crazy things. Start doing things like saying, I don't want to do that. If somebody asks you, hey, do you want to come to this party we have on Tuesday night? I don't know, crazy people who wanted to party on Tuesday night, whatever the hell that is about. And you say, you know what? I don't want to party on Tuesday because I'm not stupid. Because nobody goes to party on Tuesday unless you're degenerate. So you just say, I don't want to party on Tuesday. Start doing the first step. Learn the word no. This is very important. This is also a thing I had to learn. I had very problems with this one. Much problems with this one. I always say to everybody, somebody asked me, hey, can you do this for me? I was like, yes, of course. Because I wanted to be nice. I wanted to conform to the other people. And then all of a sudden, when you always say yes to other people, you know who you're going to say no to? You're going to say no to yourself. This is the important thing. When you're always doing whatever the hell other people want, when do you have time to do the stuff that you want to do? Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve? And you can only do these things if you focus most of your time on yourself. This is the reality. This is the reality. You have to focus on yourself because other people cannot fix your life. The social pressure will not help you. The people don't really care too much about you unless your parents or stuff. Focus on your goals. And if you're just saying, oh, I want this, do whatever the hell this person's telling me, this is not good for you. So you need to start focusing on yourself. Take control of your life. This is the only way. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Write down the things, really do it. Write down the things that you think are influencing you. Why do you care actually about the other people? And then start slowly but surely going into the other direction where you're like, I don't give a shit about what everybody says. This is the best place you can be, because then you can start deciding. You can actually be nice out of your heart. You can actually make decisions and stuff like, okay, maybe I'm not going to attack this person, or maybe I'm not going to get violent with this person, because you have the self-control. You have the ability to control your situation. Or you can be like, you know what, I'm not going to party this week because I need to focus on my goals that I have right here. And this is the way you can actually deviate from the social pressure, and you can free yourself from the system and from the social pressure. So don't be a conforming person. Don't conform to anything everybody tells you, and always question everything. Even question this video, question me. Is this what I'm saying? Does this make sense? If it doesn't make sense, don't listen to me. Always think 3 times about it, get different opinions, calculate in your head, start being smart about it. Don't just be like, oh yeah, this guy said it, so it must be true, right? No, that's not the case. Just because you see somebody, oh, he said he does this and that, don't just listen to them. Think about it. Oh, does this make sense? Even if there's some kind of super successful person, it doesn't matter. Always question, does this make sense for me? And does this help me to get closer to my goals? If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, put a like on this video, put a comment on it, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.